Well, it's going to be one of them days with this stupid fucking camera. I swear to God, this camera hates me. I have not got it to work for more than 2 seconds this entire fucking time. It just doesn't want to work, and I don't understand it. Stupid son of a bitch. Oh, I hate stupid things, technology that don't work. Here we go. Welcome in, guys. What are we doing? How are we doing today? What is up? I might be live. I don't know. It'll depend on if this stupid thing's going to let me do what I want to today. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome in. Hope everybody's having a good day. It is Tuesday. My new machine should be here anytime now, from now until 3:15. So I got the window over here open, so when I see the truck come up, I can go make sure they don't toss it. So, we are back. We are back to start our continuation of the season. Hopefully that hopefully we'll do better today. We left off with 2 wins in a row on nicely played games. Starting to come together, boys. It's starting to come together. So we are in for a doozy. Hopefully this machine's going to be here shortly. And I tried to wait. I had to. We've been under a boil order for like a week, but it wasn't like a mandatory boil order. We have a man-made lake that sits about 6 miles from where I sit right here. It's kind of that direction, 6 miles. And a couple years ago, they decided they were going to use this lake to supply our town with water. Not the greatest idea. They put boats around it, people fish in it all the time. There's still buildings. They basically, it was a small valley, and it wasn't a very deep valley, but it was a small valley, had these 2 towns go through it, that would flood every year. Back in the 50s, they had a bunch of flooding, and they just decided to build a dam, build this lake. At the most, it's 30 feet deep. A lot of places, it's only about 4 feet deep. There's one area that runs off the side of there's a highway. One of our main highways in this area runs past it. The one that's right up here at the front of my house, actually. It's about 7 miles long. It's a nice lake. It's pretty. I mean, you can fish there. A lot of good fishing. But when they, I guess apparently, I just saw that in the paper today, or in the news thing that, Bruno, what's going on, buddy? It's going. I'm waiting on my machine to get here, my new one. So, yeah, how you been, bud? Been a while. I have been okay. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's going good for you. Where's my paper? Trying to wait on this. I'm waiting on the UPS man to drop my computer off so I can look out there and I've got a spy on him. That way when he comes, he ain't going to just throw it down on the thing. Because I will chase him down. If he threw it on the ground and broke my machine that I've been waiting for a month, I guarantee you I'd be out the door and chasing his ass to his next stop. Me and him be fighting. Because I ain't putting up with that shit. I've had about one thing. Was my last paycheck that I got from California, and it was like, well, I worked at Legoland. We made $10 an hour, and I was working 45, 50 hours a week. We got paid every 2 weeks, so I was bringing home almost $800 a month, a week, every 2 weeks, which was great. $1,600 a month is awesome where I live. $1,600 a month here, you're rich. I get a little less than $1,100 a month with my Social Security. But we went and bought, like I bought a new TV, and we didn't have nothing when we came home. We just had our clothes that we brought back from California and stuff that might have been stored at my mom and dad's house. And my girlfriend, who is from the same area, she moved back here with me, and she had stuff, but we didn't have a TV, we didn't have nothing. I had my PS4, and that was it. So I ordered a TV from Amazon. I ordered a bunch of stuff from Amazon. because we was living in the house we were living in for free, and the TV came, and it was kind of towards the fall, and the dude threw it down. It was a 48-inch TV. It was a nice TV. Got it cheap. Fool threw it down on the back of the thing, on my back portion. Oh boy, was I not happy. It wasn't UPS. I know the UPS guy that delivers here. He usually doesn't do that. Like he delivered the other day the fountain, and I've got like two chairs out there. He set it down in front of that one chair, leaned it up nice against it so it wouldn't be messed up, which was kind of cool. But I'm keeping an eye on this because as soon as it comes, I see that truck stop, I'm going out there and get it. But the actual person that did that from the other company, FedEx, he don't work in this area anymore. Now we have a woman. Uh, yeah, she's kind of cool. She don't say much. I've met her outside a few times waiting on stuff, and she never says anything to me, which is kind of odd. Come out and say hi and thank you, and she just kind of like glares at you and gets in the car and goes, okay, whatever. But we are off to the races again. We are not bringing in those boys. You can forget about it, man. What's up with you? So I can't use his suggestions because he keeps suggestions of players that are in the reserve team that I don't want playing for us anymore. I'm not changing players up. I did do a little bit of the hell was that? I did do a little bit of stuff. I was watching. I was watching Zealand's do some save your saves last night because I like to watch those because it gives me ideas when I'm struggling like this team has been struggling, and I kind of figured out a couple of problems I might be having with my lines, the way I run my lines. So I kind of changed a couple things on there right before I decided I was about ready to start, and then I saw that article about the boil water, and I'm like, man. So it took an extra hour, boiled some water. It's on the stove cooling down. I went to the store and got some big bottles of water for now. It's nice. It's nice out today too. It's only 69 degrees out. It's there's a cool breeze, not a cool breeze, but there's a cooler breeze, and there's a mist in the air. That's the other reason why I'm keeping an eye out for this, because I don't want that sitting out there for any amount of time, because I was sitting in the chair that they'll probably put it on, and I was getting wet from the mist. So I don't want to be any chance of ruining this thing. So definitely we'll probably have a test after, because our Tuesday nights is when we do our Ignition podcast. There's a link to the AEW Fan Hub Discord if you're a fan of wrestling. And it's not just AEW. It's called AEW Fan Hub Discord, but the Discord has places to talk about every wrestling you can think of: WWE, Joshi's, Stardom, New Japan, old wrestling, MLW, GCW. We got all of it there, and it's a pretty chill place if you're a wrestling fan and you want to meet a place where there's very, very, very little. There's very little drama. I don't go into the WWE thing because I don't watch WWE anymore. But I mean, it's one of those things where, I watch. My son doesn't watch it either, but we get the stories, and we even actually talk about WWE sometimes on the AEW the Ignition or the Dynamite show, depending on what's going on. But tonight we're doing which is kind of odd because we usually do this on Wednesday night, but we're doing it tonight instead. We're doing our all-in pay-per-view prediction show. Will be tonight, so that'll be fun. Normally we run about an hour. We start at 8:45 Eastern time. We usually try to keep it within an hour, but it's one of those things where it's a podcast that is just a bunch of people sitting around talking about the news of the day. What's going on in AEW, what's going on in wrestling, what's going on in the IWC, whine and bitch and moan about the way people act and all this. It's a fun thing to do. It's available anywhere you can get your podcast. If you want to see what it's like, you might be interested in joining us, because we do allow people to join us. It's not a set. I mean, we have new people come in all the time. You can come in. It's in our Discord. Like I said, we start at 8:45. There's a little thing that lets you raise your hand, and you can get invited up on stage to join in the talk. We also listen and watch the chat so that we keep track of people if they don't want to talk live. But it's a pretty cool thing. So we do that tonight. But depending on how long I go with this today and what time my thing gets here, I'm probably going to do a little bit of testing to. I'll probably do it with my offline save because I don't want to do it with the main save for this. So I'll probably use my offline save to do it. No problem, bro. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. You have a good day, and I'll see you around. Enjoy yourself. Grocery, I was in like, I actually, what'll be nice is once I get, because right now I use my phones to do normally use my phones to do my moving around and my supporting because I use my computer to play this game and I can't do it that way. Now that I'm getting a new computer, I'll be able to do one computer will be after I'm done. One computer will be for the game, which will be the one that's here, and then one will be for my cavorting around visiting people. So it'll be kind of cool. Yeah, hell yeah. I was in Smooths this morning and Gamer Gurus, and I was in like 4 or 5 all together. I was in 3 at one time, but dude, I was trying to do that, because today was the end of there was the Zeals of Zenithar event was going on, and they usually end those at like 10 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday. So at 8:30, I'm on my computer, and I finally got my PS4 to let me play. I kind of the one half of it's like, have you ever seen a PS4? It's got the 2 like pieces on the top. Well, the cat's knocked the one off, and I haven't never replaced it because I just didn't pick it up off the floor and put it back on there. I thought, well, maybe it'll let me get some more internet. That wasn't working. So like for the last 2 days, ever since I downloaded Diablo 4, I can't get I got as far as watching the intro, deciding who I wanted to be, the type of character I wanted to be, and then it shut down. And then I turned it back on and tried to do it again, and it shut right down. And then it started doing it on ESO too. I was playing ESO the other day and got through it actually did it to me yesterday when I was trying to finish up my Z run. Normally when you're doing that, you go to, it's in I can't think of the name of the place. It's in the one area. You go in there and it's in the middle of nowhere. You talk to this woman. After you talk to her, you can either pray to the Zenithar statue, or you can just go do what you need to do. And right over where this is at, are my guild, my one guild that I'm my most active guild, had their guild trader there. So I was putting stuff up for sale and buying stuff from other guildies so that they were making money, and I did that, and I just got it done and was running back. It takes like 30 seconds, not even 30 seconds, to run back to her, and it shut down on me. I was like, that's it, I'm done. So the other black piece on the top was still attached, but it was loose in the front. I could pull it up a little bit. So at first I got a miniature shop vac that the girl upstairs, boyfriend that she moved out the last time with, bought me because I asked him to pay me rent money instead of paying the rent money and giving me the $85, which would have helped. He bought me a vacuum, which is fine. I like it. It works. It's great for when I was having my toilet issues. But I turned the hose around and I sucked as much as I could, and it didn't seem to work. It did a little bit, but it quickly caught back up. So when it was doing that, I put the hose in the blowout, in the outblow section, and blew it out, and it's been running almost smooth now. Ooh, that might have been a UPS man. Might have went by. It looked like a UPS van. He went that way. He went that way. He needs to go this way. Like a kid in a candy store. I'm like a kid on Christmas Day when I get this. Oh, here we go. This is see, this is what I was afraid of. So it's showing this as a 4-star bring in. We're not getting any defensive midfielders, attacking midfielders, or wingbacks, but we are going to get some strikers with C, wide midfielders, central midfielders, center backs, and goalkeepers, and we'll get a couple fullbacks, and our wingers are supposed to be good. This is going to be the best we're going to do right now, and it's going to keep getting worse. The last year's was all B's. The first year's was like a couple A's and some B's, but no D's and no C's. They're like maybe 2 C's. Last year was maybe 2 C's. This year we have 2 and 5 C's. So this was what I was afraid of. Just because this 4-star here tells you it's a good intake does not mean anything. But it's going to have a player or two in it. Hey, like I said, I've put players, been struggling with this team to get it to settle down, and my normal starters weren't working, so I demoted the ones that were pissing me off and were so inconsistent to the reserves, and I brought up all the best, the guys from the under 18s that had the best match ratings, and kept Quacky and a couple others, like 4 players I kept up for sure, plus some of the other guys that were actually good. And we struggled the first match, did better the second match, won the third and fourth matches. So I think they're starting to get to the hang of it again. So hopefully we're going to keep going. We have nothing but Northern Counties Eastern League Division 1 matches the rest of the season. We're in the beginning of December. Actually, we're halfway through December. So hopefully we will have. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they put those out. That's the one thing. Like I don't get why. I don't get why you get told you're going to get certain the players the outlook of your youth intake in December, but you don't get them until April. And that makes no sense to me. Absolutely no sense. I just don't get it. I don't understand why it does that. I don't understand why it doesn't just go ahead and, they could have done this. I don't get it. Those kids, it's not like, see, I could understand that if it was like, if they had a system like we do in America. Because, like, for like American football, its season runs in high school, it runs from August through November. If the kid's graduating that year, then they can be declared, they can try to see who, they get recruited by colleges. They sign a letter of intent, and they do that in December. And then in this next year, in the fall, when training camp starts and they've graduated, then they go and do that. Same goes for like pro, from college to pro. College kids will play from August, September through to January or February when the national title game is, depending on how their team does. The general season runs from August through November, like high school. Then they've got December, January, a little bit of November, all of December, and first half of January, where they run the bowl games and they have the national championship tournament, which is something new. And then they will either, if they're graduating or if they're wanting to, depending on how good they think they are, and if they're a good enough player, they can declare for. You can't do it in high school. High school, you have to graduate, because there's not anybody in high school that's going to go from, like in football especially, you're not going from high school directly to the pros. I don't think there's ever been a pro football player in America that went directly from high school to the pros. It's just the level, I hear people talk about the levels in the English tier. When you're playing for the teams that are like what I'm in, under the Vanarama National North-South, every step you go up, the teams will get better, but not hugely. Okay, I have a better team with this team now than I did when I started with them 4 seasons ago, but they're not anywhere near the Vanarama National standard. So I might get lucky and find a weaker team that came up, like in these tournaments or these cups. You might get lucky and you might find a player, or you might find a Vanarama North team that, or a Vanarama national team that you might get to play that was either just promoted to the North South, just demoted to the North South, been a yo-yo team going between the counties and that, and you might be able to beat them with the lower level teams. But once you get to League Two, then you step up. It's like from low levels to the Vanarama North. There's a little bit of a step. From the Vanarama North South to the Vanarama National, there's not really that big of a step. It's not a big deal. Once you go to League Two, the step is bigger because they have more money, because a lot of those teams have either been in League One. You might even have some teams that have been knocked down from the championship and they've actually got money and players they can buy. And it goes up. But once you get to League One, going to the championship is a totally different monster. It's a lot harder to do. And then, of course, going from the Champions League, from the championship to the Premier, a whole nother ball game. Once you are in college, you have to play at least 1 year of football. Then you can declare for the NFL draft, which happens in April. The last few years, it's been on my birthday. One of the days has been on my birthday, which is kind of cool. But so then you go to pro. But the level between high school and college is like, if I can compare it to anything, it would be going from Vanarama North National to the championship level. Right, skip 1 and 2 and go right there. That's how much of a difference in level between high school football and college football. And then when you would think, well, these guys are coming out of college, they've been there 4 years, they get drafted in, they've got to be about on the same level as high school as the pros. Ain't even close. It would be like taking an under 18s rugby team and putting them up against the All Blacks. That's the difference between 4-year college players in college and NFL pro players, because basically, I know a lot of y'all from England may not understand how American football works. It's kind of like rugby with pads. Basically the way to say it. Without the scrums, I guess that's the best way to do it. It's a very physical game for about 45 seconds at a time. They play for an hour, or they play an hour long. There's 4 15-minute quarters, and you get a halftime of about a half an hour. So you play for about an hour. You play about the same amount of time you would in a soccer or a English football game, but where it draws the line is you play for 15 minutes. There's time that the time will stop when the ball goes out of bounds, or an incomplete pass, or an injury, or a called timeout. You can stop the clock. But in a regular game that has no stoppages except for passes and incomplete passes and that, if you run the ball 15 plays, you're going to waste about 5 minutes if you're lucky, because it runs on a 40-second clock. You have 40 seconds to call play after the last play ended. The clock runs, if it's a dead ball situation, the clock will run from the snap of the ball. It will go for, the play could last for 2 seconds, it could last for 10 seconds, that's it. The hitting in professional football is vicious. They have a lot of people that get sick and get in brain injuries and have died from CTE because these guys get some hits. You want to see something that looks like, you can go on YouTube and you can look up severe NFL hits, or severe hockey. The hockey's the same way. Any of our contact sports are vicious. Rugby's different because it doesn't stop like that. I don't even think time stops in rugby. I don't know all the rules of rugby. I watch it and see it before, and I love to watch the sport because for me, there's no higher rated player when it comes to a sport than a football player, a English or a world football player, because they have to go at least 45 minutes to 90 minutes nonstop. If they don't get subbed out, they're going nonstop. They don't stop for nothing. The ball might go into the corner and it might go out of bounds and there might be a delay for that, but time keeps running and you are constantly moving. And they are the most fit players in the world. There is no way there's an American football player, baseball player, basketball player, or hockey player that could get on a football field and play the type of football for that kind of physical demands. It's just not possible. And we got, I mean, you watch you look at football players, man, in American football, NFL, those dudes are jacked. They're like wrestlers on steroids. And but they just don't have the stamina or the physical demands. I mean, the hitting and stuff is more demanding than what you go through in soccer or football, but it's nowhere near physically the same. But you know, it's one of those things where you don't have, like in England, and you see it when you play these lower level teams. A lot of these guys, these clubs, like for example Shire Academics. Shire Academics has an adult league team that's who we are, but most of their teams are the under 18 variety to go all the way down to under 5 and like 4 and 5-year-olds that play. And that's what's cool about having the teams and having as much football as you do in England, because you know they start them out young there. Like we start kids in biddy football here, 4 or 5 years old. You know, but it's not as tough, it's not as rough, and it's not as physical. But it does start them out that way. You have the same thing with like all our sports. Hell, my daughter, when she was she started in 6th grade in volleyball, and she was badass. She's about my height. I'm 6'3". She's like 6 foot. And for an outside front line hitter, for a female being 6 foot tall is huge. And her arm span's almost as long as mine. If I stretch my arms out like side to side, my arm, my from tip to tip is 6'6". I think hers is like 6'3" and 6'4" and like 3/4. So she's almost got the same arm length as I do. She was an excellent volleyball player. Oh yes. Oh, I forgot about this, and I'm so happy. Guess what? Mr. Bondo's coming home. He came back to us. Oh, this is great. Maybe I'll be able to sign him this time if he doesn't get a contract from them. Oh, the missing link is back. I can't believe I got him. See, this is what sucks, because I would have went after him a lot sooner than this. Matter of fact, I was going for him a lot sooner than this, because he was one of the guys I was looking to try to loan at the end of the off season when he went back. Oh, this turns our whole thing a little bit different now. Where is Mr. Bondo? Why is Quacky up there? What the hell is going on with this? This makes no sense whatsoever. Oh, I know what happened. I was changing things and I forgot to put it back where it was supposed to be. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, there you go. Ooh, we got to go back to the 3. We got to go back to the 3 because I got to have... This is going to be crazy. This is going to be crazy. Where you at, baby? There he is. There he is. Mr. Bondo, the magnificent... Oh, my God. That makes our team so much better already. All I gotta do is put them back in there where they're supposed to be, and we'll be good. All right, where you at, Denny? We're gonna put a Denny in there. All right, so we're good. Quacky's gonna play midfield. Roaming playmaker. Yup. Oh, this is great. So I wonder how many goals he's got so far this season. Let's take a look at his season stat. Last year when he came to us, he had like 16 goals already. He has 1 goal for them this year. 1 goal. Now, I'm sorry. I'm kind of confused. They they brought this dude. They wouldn't let us have him. They brought him back because they wanted. Okay, so he's had 14 league games and 2 goals this year, one off a penalty. He came to us last year. Where's his history? So last year for us, he played 30 matches, had 18 goals. He had 28 total goals last year. 10 for them and 18 for us. And they took him back and wouldn't give him back to us because we tried to buy him before his contract. They hadn't signed him to a contract yet. Oh, this is so good. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. The team just got 1,000 times better with that one pickup. Oh boy, this could be interesting. If he gets on track like he was last year, this could get real interesting. Like I said, he did 30 games for us. Don't think we have 30 games left, but he had 18 goals in 30 matches for us. And he was the only one that was consistently scoring. The good thing is Zane Marsh and Allman are consistently scoring for us. You add in this dude, this is gonna make his team so much harder to beat. Hell yeah! I'd hope we're picked to win this match. Now this time, I'm gonna try to keep him. I will definitely try to keep him on loan, but I'm gonna wait till the end of the year. We got him until June 30th, and I might actually again. It's so hard to do because if you make a deal for him, like they want like 42,000, I don't have it. I can't get 32,000 together because that's my entire payroll. I mean, I've got like 22,000 right now in my payroll. That if they would have said they would have sold him to me for like 20, I would have put that in there and bought him in a heartbeat because I don't have to bring anybody else in. I like the team I've got. I don't need new players. I can get rid of the ones that are in the reserves that I'm not going to use, like Litherland, because he wants to leave. All right, my player, my son, Grandelf, he's had 2 games. He won 2 matches. His first 2 starts were wins, and he has a shutout already, as a win. So I don't need him. My backup, that was the backup to Litherland, Allenson, is a good goalkeeper. So I don't need another goalkeeper. Now I brought in the only loan player I really need, and if I need to, I can go out and loan in a goalkeeper or any other position I need and not have to pay anything. That's the important part. The problem I got into running in with him trying to get him on my team was I made an offer for him hoping to do an end of contract signing, but it didn't let me do that. I still ain't figured out how to do that because I've never been able to get an end of contract signing. But he's not under contract, and if I don't offer him a contract to buy him, but I do an offer for a loan again, they might let me keep him on loan. That's the ticket. All right, so these guys beat us the last time. They beat us. It wasn't a big win. We are in 3rd place, so I'm not entirely unhappy with the way things are going. They beat us 4-3, and I believe there was a goal that shouldn't have been. It should have been a tie, but they got a late goal. It was not a good goal. So we're going to see what happens here. Everybody ready? Everybody's ready. I hit the button too fast anyway, so if they weren't ready, oh well. Here we go. We're off to see the wizard. All right, boys, let's do this. You're going to get this is going to be a big win. I think we're going to beat them badly in this game. Oschlegel? He's got to be German. Wow. What? Look at the names. Diarara Soraba. Okay. We got some crazy names on this team. We are on a 2-1-2 trip. They're on a 2-1-2. Oh, this is a pretty evened up team. They're playing the 4-2-3-1. We are playing a 4-1-2-3 with the 5 up front and 5 in the back. We are at home. No. Yes. We're at home. Let's go, boys.
Work hard to hold on to it.
Yeah, I was anyway, I was talking about that when I first started. I was, oh, I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. It's too loud. First of all, let's get rid of these little bastards that are in here that aren't supposed to be. I did too. No, I didn't either. Just ain't nothing going on early.
Hoisted towards, cuts it out. He has
Woo!
it.
What a shot. Wide and way outside, but that's okay.
Driven towards the far post.
Oh my, that was a nice attempt. He at least hit it down. That's the part. That's the good point. He hit it down on the ground and tried to get one in, just didn't make it.
Having a look. Yeah, the confidence.
Good job, baby. Good job.
The
Good
decision
job.
making, we can't. He learned from it. Keen to get going here. That's a
Oh,
decent
you almost
ball.
got there, baby. You're all right. You're all
Into
right.
some space. Clip it backwards. Come back for this.
They're
Smashed
stuck in
away.
yeah, there you go. Harper said, go ahead.
Get it forward quickly. You went for the corner.
Ooh, what a shot.
Terrific reactions.
That was a beautiful save, but that was one hell of a shot. Come on, Marsh, get it in there, baby.
Disappointing in the end there.
Nope. That was disappointed that my boy didn't go out and try to get that. See?
Good ball. Looks to thread it
And
back.
that's who that was. You know how I know? He got the weird ass looking hairdo. He looks like he's got a fake a faux ha.
Snatched away.
But yeah, that's what it looks like.
It certainly looks appetizing. Goes back, cuts it out.
Yeah, that was
Played
appetizing.
early.
Oh boy, here we go. Fast break, baby. Come on, Marsh, center it. Oh, just over the top. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad, Will. Hey, they're getting shots off. That's all that matters.
Plays it backwards. It's a decent ball. That's good intervention. Tries running with the
I
ball
don't
on
like
his
that one
feet.
either.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. The whistle has gone.
Where the hell's the clock? What the? Oh, it's got to be behind there. Yeah, it's behind there. I don't like that one either.
Back on the ball
You go
again.
down.
Fiddles it away.
Nice stick.
Decent ball. Fired deep towards the back.
There it is.
The intervention.
There it is.
To get it away.
Get
His
it.
foot on the gas.
Come on, baby.
Missed
There.
by a fraction.
Damn, I thought he had that. I thought Marsh had that goal for sure. Come on, baby. You got this, guys. Let's go.
Knocks it away. Aimed in towards the disappointing in the end there.
I somehow went to the...
Clouts it into space. Well timed. And he heaves it forward. Excellent challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. They can't decide which one of them wants to keep the ball.
Decent ball. Goes down that left-hand side.
Marsh on the outside. Get it to Bondo. Penalty! Ref! Give him the penalty. Give him the spot.
Up steps
Yeah,
this
baby, here we
defender.
go. Taking the lead.
Saved it.
No!
Fluffed it.
No!
Up clear.
Marsh! I swear, I knew I shouldn't have said nothing. That was early. He tried.
Played in deep. Great reaction.
Oh my God.
Crossbar. Up clear. Fiddles it away.
How the hell did they save
Cuts
that?
it out.
Or keep that ball from going out of bounds? I don't understand. Way to play, fella. These guys are getting it in there, boy. They are definitely trying hard.
Drives it in. Disappointing in the end there.
All right, baby, let's go.
Hesitates this. Deftly done.
Here comes.
Great
Woo!
reaction.
What a save. Another good save. That boy is being worked on. He is getting worked on.
Puts it into the middle. Snaffled out the
Wow.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision making we can't. He learned
Definitely
from it.
not playing like we used to.
Tries to get some width, largely untroubled.
Coming up on halftime, boys and girls. Coming up on halftime. And we'll stay with that one.
Considers his options.
Here comes Harper. Going to get this. He's going to hit this close.
Set piece they have here.
Woo!
Oh, well
This
set it
defence.
up.
Like I
must get
said,
to
he's gonna
grips
hit
with
close.
situations like
If
that.
that goalkeeper wouldn't have got that, wouldn't have been done. That was kind of odd. It should have went the other side, but we'll take it.
With their corner.
Nope, saving that one. Good job. All right, boys, let's go. Yes, Shepley. Shepley's the other team that shares our
And
stadium.
he heaves it forward.
Hey, I was trying to move the paper for you, kid. What's the matter with you?
And look to build on that.
All right, boys, let's
Measured
go.
pass.
Come on.
Lovely build up.
Here it comes.
And it's dealt with comfortably.
Wow. Nice save. Page
Yeah,
on
but I
target
really
again.
like that link up there. I think something I'm sure they could work on again and get it right.
Has made his move.
Oh, and he's
That
onside.
was a wicked hit.
Nicely done. That was a beautiful pass. Bo's starting to work in too. See, it's gonna take Mondo a couple minutes to get used to this because most of the players on this team are new. Page, Quacky,
Worked
Or
hard to hold on to it.
guys
To
he
build
played
on
with,
that.
Denny,
All the way
Joe,
back and they start again.
Marsh, Harper, but there's a few of them he didn't play with last time because he didn't play with them. So he might not be used to them. So that's going to be a minute to get. But like Bo, he came back. He played for the same team last year. But when he came back, there's the new guys he didn't play with. And he was off playing somewhere else. So he's taking a few minutes to get better at it too. Exactly. The passing, boys. The passing. Let's go. Not a bunch of tired people yet either. That's good.
Forward it goes.
Oh,
Is
la
it
la la
acres
la,
of
look at
space
that.
here? Gone for a
Nice.
throw in.
What the hell was that?
Nicely worked.
Page with a nice move. Just gotta get that pass down, baby. Gotta get that shot down, dude. Gotta get that shot down. 13 shots.
Towards the far post. On the end of it. Oh, that's brilliant!
Remy Harper with
It's
the
a whole
goal.
different ball game now, and it's a test of how they manage
Bondo
affairs
gets
from
his
here.
first assist for us. How you like me now, baby? That
Great
was
reactions
beautiful.
in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
See, that's what happens when you hit the ball down instead of trying to head everything up. That's the second time they've done one like that. Bondo with a beautiful pass. First game in, he's already making a difference. All right, let me see. We got the, okay, hang on. Hold that thought. Just a second now. Denny's got to come out because he's tired. Let's see, he's playing attacking midfielder, so we're gonna put Harbin in there, and we're going to take out Partner's coming in, and then Quacky, you're gonna get off for the day because no, can't do that. I can't do it that way. Almond's gonna come off because he's coming off an injury anyway. So there you go. Made our 3 changes. We got 35 minutes to go. Make the 3 changes and see what happens. Da, da, da. 6 minutes have passed and we've got nothing. See, that's the thing. See it a lot in the when I'm watching people do like the league they're doing. The one thing you always hate to do is make changes like that, because when you make changes like, what the hell happened there? Oh, you little bastard.
Nicely worked. To go deep.
Goal number 2. Oh, that's almost there.
Ball driven towards the far post.
I forgot we're going the other way.
And they've been given a corner.
I could have sworn that went off their guy. I'm thinking, oh boy, cheer for the wrong team.
Place it into the box. Timely intervention, bludgeoned forward.
Hey, make them come back. Make them play the ball back. We're loving this shit. Come on,
Having a
Harper.
look. Oh, he cannot believe that.
Off the damn post. He's deadly. He just ain't. He's just accuracy's just a little off. If he gets that ball in there like he should, he could be destroying people. A little under 15. Let's go.
Heave to the back post. Just too much
Oh,
on that.
Page. Gotta get your shots down, brother.
Could try cutting inside here. Ball driven towards the far post.
Nicely done, baby. That's my boys. There you go. That's how you play. Now see, now why can't this team play like this all the
Played
time?
early.
They're actually playing like they want to
Excellent
win.
challenge.
They're playing like they know what they're doing, and that's a whole different team. And a lot of them are youth guys.
Fiddles
Well,
it
not
away.
all of them, but he should have grabbed that one.
Troubled. Well read. He's trying to make something happen.
Good job, Parker.
And he heaves it forward.
Oh yeah, Bondo got another shot here.
Fire deep towards the back
Oh, he's
post.
wide open.
Oh, brilliant
He
goal.
was wide open.
Well, that's the currency he deals
His
in.
12th goal,
He's
and
got
Bondo's
good
come in and got
against.
2 assists already today. Told you, difference maker. He is a
Played it
beast.
deep.
I love this dude. Off the goalkeeper's shoulder. Oh, that's gotta suck. Yeah, he's gonna look to see if he's offside, but he's onside. That's not cool. See, I think that's a bad call. Because, yes, the guy that was all the way over by the ball kept him onside,
Decisive action
but
by
it
the
shouldn't have.
goalkeeper.
There should be like it should be coordinated off of if there's a guy if there's nobody within the range of you, that dude's offside
Chance here.
by a freaking ton, and they ain't gonna call it.
Tucked in across. Oh, good claim by the keeper. A corner it is then.
That was terrible. It's alright, though. We're up 2-0. Let's go, boys. You got 10 minutes left.
Timely intervention.
10 minutes for shutout 2 in a row.
Steaming forward. Now can he finish?
You're not gonna call that.
It's a whole
You're
different
literally
ballgame.
gonna leave
It's
the
a
dude
test of
stand
manager fears
in
from
the
here.
middle of the box and not call that offsides.
in the end there.
Some lovely movement up front.
He's
In
standing!
here.
Huh?
That is absolutely.
What the hell was that?
Largely untroubled. Some
Dude,
lovely movement
look.
up front.
He's not. See, that's another example of that bullshit. There's no way that should be offside. No bullshit way. That is terrible. That is pathetic. That is pathetic.
Is it out wide and in space? It's a big tussle for possession.
What's the point in having an offside ruling if
Determined
that should have been a goal? It was almost a goal. That was terrible. That was totally terrible. Wow, bad calls. We've doubled their shots. We've doubled their shots on target. We've almost doubled, and we have doubled their XG. Tripled their shots off target, but then again, that's
intensity.
2 minutes plus overtime. 2 minutes plus extra time.
Look to build on that.
Disappointing in the end there.
Look to build on that.
Good job, Bo. Good job, Paige.
Support.
Harper. Heading it up. Heading it up. Marcy's going to get there.
That's beautifully weighted.
Oh, Paige. I was watching, like I was talking about yesterday. I was watching the the Pushkas Awards. It's a thing that
And out it comes again.
New Zealand does every year. He asks for submissions on his Discord for your best goals.
Towards the far post.
And
Largely untroubled. A corner it is then.
there was one. I've never seen it done. I can't remember who it was. It was a famous player.
With that corner.
He was on the line like our guy was
To the back
earlier,
post.
and he
Keep the ball.
dinked the dude, got the dude to fall for it, spun to the right or to his left, and then hit the ball with looked like it was trying to be a cross that curled into the back corner. It was hilarious. It was one of the best shots I've ever seen.
With a long pass. Goes down that left-hand side.
It's 9 seconds. Nope. Yeah, baby, way to go, fellas. That was a cheap goal. It should have ended 1-1. 1-0 is what it should have ended. It should be 1-0. Those last two goals scored should not have counted. I'm sorry. I don't care if it showed the dude's onside. You should not be able to kick somebody onside halfway across the field. If you don't have a guy on you and you're that far ahead of the team, there's absolutely no way that should not have been offside. I would call that. And like I said, it was my team. The first one was my team. Same thing. He was so far ahead of the other side. The guy on the far side kept him on side, and he shouldn't have. It should not have been allowed. What the fucking hell? Oh, good Lord! I thought it was my computer. I was about to have a heart attack. There's my damn PlayStation. I swear. What a match. We got 3 wins in a row. We're on the trail back. That might have helped us move up in the standings, but I don't know. I won second. I won first. We were in first. Yep, we're in second now. We have moved ahead. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break while I move this ahead, and I shall return in a moment. I'm gone for 2 minutes. 2 minutes! And the damn thing falls apart again. I swear. Oh, and I think I broke the washing machine. Either that or it just didn't want to run this morning. And it didn't. I put my blankets in it yesterday and they were wet. It didn't finish the spin. So I took them out, put them in the dryer. I have to go down and run the dryer again. Probably do it 2 or 3 times for them. But I don't know if it's going to work again or not. I'm going to put another load in it today and see if it will. But I swear I can't win. Refrigerator door won't stay shut right. Now the washing machine's going to implode. But we're winning. Got a match. Now this is going to be one of those matches that will probably switch people up. You can sit here and listen to the show, you stupid ass fucks. Don't call me again. I hate spam. I didn't mean to answer it. I meant to ignore it, but it didn't listen. Whiskey-ski.
Where's Mr. Bird?
I don't know. Do I look like I'm keeping track of him right now? He's probably underneath the thing. He's on top of the thing. I think that's him up there. Whiskey-doodle. Yeah, it's not that hard to find. Well, that's kind of odd. I have a recruitment meeting. Yep, transfer window. Upcoming transfer window. Transfer window's like 2 months away. And we're having a recruitment meeting now? Did they change the rules or something they didn't tell us? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that was for. I just, out of the blue, a recruitment meeting that we should not have been having doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, I don't think,
What are you doing, Risk?
order.
They're fucking stupid.
This weather's killing it, and that's what's going on.
Hey,
No changing the captains. Where'd she go?
she's up on there.
Oh, she can be up there.
Whiskey,
this?
Whisk.
Oh, we're gonna get a training on him? Really?
Oh, Miss Whisker Dee.
I don't want him known out Beverly. He's not coming back to us, and I mean, there's no need to really do it. Not changing him. Not a happening thing. Move on. You can give me all the suggestions you want, and thank God I don't have to take them. Because I would be mad. And that's good. You see how that, yeah, that I went by real quick, but it was the page where it tells you how your the locker room is and the team's outlook
That's
on the
Mama's.
game. That's not Mama's.
No, he's right there.
Oh, I didn't think that was Mama's. I'm
Who's that,
Mama's.
Mr. Bird?
That's Mama's.
Yeah, what's
Hi,
that?
Boo Boo. What you doing, Mamas? They're both very good again, even though we had that little bit of a problem at the earlier time with the. That's not making me too happy. Yeah. Send him on. Send him on. Don't send him. You're not gonna. We ain't got no money to send him anyway, so there's no sense in even trying to ask. Oh man. Oh shoot. Oh. Blah. Blah 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 blah. I'm getting tired. I'm so tired. I almost wasn't going to stream today because about 9 o'clock right when I was about to 9:30ish was getting ready to do the. Yeah, I was about to do what I was going to do, and boom, I was like, oh, maybe I should just go to sleep. So that was that. We're good though. I'm like, oh, then I figured all that out and walked to the store and it was like, okay, we're good. All right, game coming up in a day. We're gonna probably end up changing, but we're not gonna do it not their way. I don't want those guys to play. Why would you take the team that is actually winning and make changes to a team players that weren't helping you win? So I'm stuck in that again because I hadn't heard it for a while, so I heard it live, played it last night. I like it. I like Yellow Card. I was listening to a Yellow Card song, Way Away. I like that song. Yo, dude, really? Yeah, you better. Yep, you're out of here. So now I do need a goalkeeper because, yeah, it is, especially when you were my starter. That's the problem. He's played 2 matches in a row. I've had my son play 2 matches in a row because I wanted to give him a change, and he's complaining, and now he wants to leave. Oh, you'll stay there for now. He ain't worth anything, so it don't really matter. Bye. If someone comes and gets you, you can go. I'll bring up one of the other guys from down on the bottom and then just use him. I wasn't gonna do it. He was gonna get the start again this time, but now he's not getting the start because he wants to leave. What? I swear to God, these guys whine too fast. He hasn't even been. He. If Litherland was here, dude, you wouldn't be starting either. So what's the point? You're whining about him. Oh, Jesus! I swear this game is so weird like that. That should not be happening. So now we gotta go find us a goalkeeper. Oh, look at that. Hey, I think I know who he is. If I remember right, I think he used to play for us. He did. I'm pretty sure he used to play for us. Let's look. I think that's Cameron Hall. Oh, look at that. I think he used to play for us. He did pretty good too. First year, second year he didn't do so great. He had 4 shutouts in the second year, but he did allow he did allow a lot of goals in his 24 appearances. That is definitely not good. But we need him. I would like to bring him back because I need another goalkeeper. And as soon as I get him back, Allison will go to the minors and stay there. Till, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say minors. We beat these guys 3-2 the last time. So hopefully we can beat them again. 3 hours, next 3 hours. Oh, that coffee, though. So I'm starting to feel like the air conditioner. I hate the fact that I have to have the air conditioner running to survive because I've always had health, like sinus issues. And one of the problems that always been a sinus problem was when I'm around air conditioner all the time. Car rides with the air conditioner running all the time bothers me. Living at my mom and dad's when we were kids because My mom had to have air conditioning. It was whole house. It would mess me up too. Good. Dude, shut up. You used to play for us. Why you want to act like a fool? Oh, kind of dubious. Every time I ever had somebody say that, they always end up signing for me without being too much of a problem. Well, let's use your existing contract, shall we? Hey, look at that. You know what? I'm even going to be a man and give you a little bit of a raise, and I'm going to make that $5 more. We'll give you, we'll give you 15. Nah, we'll give you 25. 15 for that and 10 for that. How you like me now? Look at that. You're dubious. You about to sign for us, huh? He wants a non-contract. Are you fucking kidding me? Hey, he wants 9,000. I'll give him 8. Now he wants to be stupid. I'll give him a 2-year contract. Ooh, look at that. Nah, that's a little off. Ha! I'm gonna get him for 8 grand. I got a 2-year contract. That was beautiful. I tried to use the contract he had. Why not? It was worth the shot. It didn't turn me down, and then I give him what he wants. Almost. He wanted 9,000, but I give him 8. I think he's not gonna argue over 1,000. So you have to get some at the other store. Hey, Budsy, what's up, buddy? How you doing there, my friend? Hope you're having a good day.
He tore the whole thing off?
Yeah, it cleaned it out. It does not make any noise at all. The only time I did it when it wasn't very high was I didn't break it. I just took it off. And then what I did was I used the thing to air it out. Mm-hmm. Then I put it into the exhaust fan and blew out the back, and a bunch of dust came out. So it for the last 12 hours, it's run almost silent. Good. That's cool, man. I'm glad you're good. I'm glad you're good. It's nice today. Dude, it's only 69 degrees outside. No, that's because it's in here. You can open up some windows and we'd be able to, but appreciate the check-in, and you now have your shout out. Where's my pen? Write you down here. Let's see. Pudsy. Alright, we're good. Alright, so we got our boy Bondo back, which is a major deal. We might be bringing in, that's going to be hilarious. See, they want to put in all the players that aren't even up here. Beverly and Leland aren't up here. Luther's not up here. Oh, maybe he is. He is up here. He's up here. Mitchell George is not up here, and he will never play again for us the rest of the time he's on this team. I don't care. Waste of space. He's not a good player. He's played in like most of my matches and scored like 4 goals. And he's supposed to be a 4 out of 4 4-star 4-star forward. No, I don't think so. Oh, you know what? Look in the fridge. Hang on one second. I'll be right back. I forgot the hell I bought them yesterday. Damn. I'll show you in a minute. Those. Yeah, okay. Completely and utterly forgot. Give me an eye. My son reminded me I forgot all about them. Bought donuts yesterday and then put them in the fridge. They're not as good as the ones down the street, but they work. But yeah, I'll have to make changes myself. Accept all offers. Get him off of my team. The sooner he's gone, the more money I can make. No problem, man. I always do the shout outs. I'm not that big of a white cream filled donut fan, but normally by the time I get up to the store to get donuts, my favorite kind are gone. That's Bavarian filled. Vanilla custard. Yeah, they put it in a plastic bag. I mean, the bad part is they all have frosting on top. So the bag's stuck to the frosting. Now when you reach in to get it, dang, it's all gooey. Ah, oh well. Yeah, the Dunkin' opened a week ago, and they open at 4:30 in the morning and close at 10 o'clock at night. I didn't know they were open that early until like a couple days ago. I was thinking all those times I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning hungry, I could have walked down to Donuts and got a donut. I'm like, damn. But their business is kind of sad because they just opened and they can't sell half their products because of the boil order. They can sell coffees and they can sell iced coffees, but they can't sell anything else because I don't know why. I can use my coffee maker to make the cappuccino because my cappuccino, I can't drink it. It comes out so freaking hot. So I don't understand why they can't use their cappuccino machines to make coffee. Doesn't make any sense. But they're still making the donuts. I want to try their breakfast sandwiches. And I think they're actually going to put a dent in because we have McDonald's here, 2-lane road, McDonald's here, or Wendy's here. Wendy's has breakfast, but you have to have a car to get it. I don't drive, so I don't have a car. I can't go through the drive-thru. It ain't like it used to be back in the old days. 1988, I lived in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I lived in Fort Wayne, Indiana. They have a giant Nichols bread bakery, and I lived on a street that was like a one-way. It was like a dead-end street. It was kind of like, it kind of looked like a. If you ever seen the shoes Fila, that have the F that has like a weird shape to it, but it's got like the two things. I lived in a place that kind of looked like that F. It had a road that came in, and then 2 roads off of it that were like regular streets that they had eventually closed down at one point in time and made them so they had no outlet. But when my then wife was Right, it was before. Well, we got married. She would crave Hardee's burgers, and if you are a person that has ever been awesome, I love it. Whoever featured me, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I would walk 3 miles, and at that time Hardee's was open 24. We lived about 4 or 5 city blocks. So it's about 3 miles, 2 miles from the Hardee's, and I would walk there at 2 o'clock in the freaking morning. Mind you, I had to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning to work McDonald's open. I would walk 3 miles to get her burgers. Walk through the day. It would be funny because there'd be a car behind me. I'd be standing in the middle of a car in front of me. They'd let you walk right up to the thing. They won't let you do that anymore because I don't even think they would let me go through the drive-thru on a bike. If it was a motorized bike, they'd have no choice. But, Chrissy, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. I am having a great day. It should be here any moment. I'm just sitting back waiting on my computer to get here. And what I do with the damn pencil and pen this time? I swear, this pen will not stay attached to this paper. What the hell? I'm confused. I am so confused. I don't know what happened to my pen. What the hell? Oh, somehow it fell out on my leg. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, so, yeah, I did that when she was pregnant because I was the good husband when we were young. Hell, we'd only been married for about 6 months. We ended up there. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Quacky, hey Quacky, what's going on, man? You back? You decided to come see your player now, I see. How you doing, Quack? He been doing all right. He been doing all right. We finally figured it out because for a good period of time we were struggling to do anything, and basically, yeah, that's all right, dude. You know how that goes. Everybody knows. Everybody goes through that. So I decided that I was going to make drastic changes. We had a game where we lost 2-0 to the third worst team in the league, and then we had the game before that. We had a 3-0 lead at halftime, and lost and ended up losing 4-3. And I'd had enough. So everybody but Quacky and Paige, Adeniyi, and Joe, and then a few of the regular starters stayed up. Everybody else went to the reserve team, and I brought up all the best rated players from the reserve, from the under 18s. And we struggled the first match, struggled the second match, won the third match, won the fourth match by shutout. My boy was the shutout, and then we just won the last one, which should have been a shutout. It should have been a 1-1 game or 1-0 game. We scored a goal that should never have counted because the guy that kept him on sides was on the other side of the box with every player in the game except for the goalkeeper in between him and the guy that he kept on side, but he stayed on side. And then they did the same thing. A guy ran into the back of and he got behind everybody between the goalkeeper, beside the goalkeeper, and the guy all the way outside. He wasn't even in the box. He was outside the box, kept his ass on side, and gave him a goal. So we ended up winning 2-1. But we're on a 3-game winning streak. We're supposed to lose this match. We were supposed to get crushed the last time. We ended up. Did we win this match or lose? I don't remember. We've been having fun though. We're trying to get back on track. We're still in second place. We dropped from first to second. Yeah. I kept like 4 starters that were like experienced guys on the team, and I sent everybody else down. This team, if you go back and watch the videos, this team plays so they are consistently inconsistent. They would have games where they'd look like the greatest team in the world in the first half and do shit the second half. And I tried everything. I tried different lineups. I tried different tactics. I did everything I could to try to fix these teams, and it just like it wouldn't happen. And then Litherland, my normal starting coach. I don't think so. Wait. I don't think he's going. Well, he's not playing for us, so if he wants to go there, you know what? You can do that. I will let you take him on trial. You can have him. He's not even playing for. He's playing on the lower leg. Ah, mamas. And they're not playing at all. So, Mogera and Litherland and there's like 5 players that are still sitting in the minor in the reserve team, and I don't have anybody up on our the only normally I would keep the under 21s and the under 18 or on the reserve team with the first team because they have coaches but they don't have any matches, and the game for whatever reason won't put me in a league. If I wouldn't have took over Shire Academics in the first year, they probably would have had all their teams in a league afterwards, because I noticed that when I did an offline and I went to look for this team on that thing, every one of their teams was in a league somewhere. It won't do that for me, and I can't put them in the league. It won't let me do that. But they're going to sit on the bench. I'll pay them. They can sit at home and do nothing for the rest of the year. I put them all, and then when they complained about it, I put them all. I'm very vindictive when you get down to it, because they just pissed me off. The first time they wanted to blame me for the problem, and I'm thinking, all I can do is give you the tactic and give you instructions, and you got to play it, and you ain't playing it. So, no. So yeah, yeah. Let me see what we got here from Mr. Quacky. Let's look at our boy here. The Quacky. So you're getting a lot better. You're getting a lot better in a lot of places. Your aggressions come up, and you're getting a lot better in all these places. Your natural fitness in that. So far, you have. I'm gonna give you a better look at it. Career stats. So last year, you played in 3 matches. Well, that ain't right either. 3 matches, 3 goals, 2 assists, and one player to match with an 803. So far this year, you've had 22 matches, 5 goals, 6 assists, 1 player to match in the 715. You've been playing a lot, and you get tired a lot. So I've been making some changes sometimes, not always, but I sometimes have to take you out because of that. Your career overall, at the bottom here, you're doing pretty good. You got 6 goals. This is this year. You've got 6 goals for the team, non-competitive 8, 1 goal, 5 in the league. You've been doing really good. I haven't been able to keep you because we've been we actually went to a 2-4-4 or 4-4-2 for a little while, because I was trying to do something to see if I could get the team to change up and do better, and it didn't work at all. So yeah, we've been so far, yeah, because when we're using, we just got Bondo back, who was our big goal scorer last year, that I couldn't sign, and he left. And as soon as like the first 2 weeks of the season this year, they put a transfer hold on us because they were going to go through. There was a possibility of a board takeover that I didn't get resolved until the beginning of December. I could not bring anybody in. I sold a few players, but could not bring anybody in. So the whole time I'm struggling trying to get the team to get better, I couldn't do nothing because my hands were tied. As soon as we got I went out, and Bondo came up in my list of players that we're looking at, and I was like, I tried to get him before he left, and then I wanted to try to get him on loan at the beginning of the season, but they didn't want to do that, so we didn't, and they used him for 2 games. I'm like, why would you do that? A player that you just signed to a new contract that you say want to be your first team commitments, and you played him in 2 games, 1 start, 1 sub. I'm like, what the hell, man? First game for us, 2 assists. He assisted Page and or no, not Page. He's actually he assisted the 2 goals in the last match. One was from Narsh, and the other was from. At this point, I have you back. I don't want to put you back in defense because center mids don't get a lot of assist opportunities. So I've got you playing at the other natural position, which is in the you're the only one I have available at the time. I may have to make some changes here because we just had a game games ago. Nope, everybody's good. You are actually playing in a. Well, why did they do that again? That's not what I want. Why is he playing in that? That's not. He's supposed to be playing the ball winning midfielder on support. Damn it. So you're playing in the center mid because I don't have another position for you at the moment. But you're still getting assists and you're doing the. It's either ball win. I either have you in the ball winning or I have you box to box. So you're being involved in the offense, which is a good thing. I was gonna start him this time, but Allison, you're not playing this time, big guy, because you decided you wanted to leave and you're about to go bye-byes. And hopefully we're gonna bring my very first goalkeeper that I bought. We ended up losing in the middle of the second season. Cameron Hall. I just tried to sign him to a contract, and he's probably gonna come play for us. So that would be interesting. My boy's getting some playing time. They had a shutout, and they had a shutout through most of the other game. But yeah, and this was a reserve team, so you don't get to see their things because it really doesn't matter. And this is the one team in this league that should not lose this because it's Worksup's freaking reserve team, and I think they're one of the better teams in the league. So it's like, okay, whatever. We did lose to him 3. I think we lost to him 3-2 the first time,
Has been found.
which is pretty good.
That's clear cut. It's a free kick.
Seriously. Oh my God. Somebody help me. Hey, Game Time official, what's going on? How are you today? Everything's coming up roses. I keep looking. If you wonder why I'm looking like that direction today and not down, because my windows blinds are open over here, so I can look outside, so I can see the UPS van, because my new computer should be here today, anytime now.
Disappointing in the end there. That's well read. What are his options? Neat exchange. Played early. Keen to get going here. Real chance here.
All right, let's go,
Pressing is
fellas.
high and relentless. That's good intervention.
I don't know why he went that way. Had he went the other way, he might have done better.
Cuts it out.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on the UPS man. As soon as I see him coming, I'm running to the door so he can't throw my, so there's no chance of throwing it to the ground. Ooh.
Oh, good ball.
Yeah, my brother owns a bunch of houses. He owns the house I live in, but he has a house
Movement there.
in this little town called Hopedale that's like 7 miles from here.
Pressing is high and relentless.
I have never seen it before.
And look
They
at
have,
on that.
their heating is in the
Largely
roof.
untroubled.
It's
Played
like
into
the
space.
under ceiling heating.
Chance here.
Come on, Marsh.
He has it now. That's a decent ball. Keeper sees it all the way.
This defence just can't get set to deal with it. I think.
I thought
deserve
about putting you
better
Quack on
effort.
as one of my attacking midfielders, but I kind of like you at the center because it gives me a player that is actually worth having in that position. Yeah, the last game was a really good game. We actually played the entire 90 minutes. I was impressed because I was just like, wow. Didn't have to use shouts. We had an early penalty. They gave us an early penalty. which got us the lead, and then we kept it for almost the entire. We kept it to about, I don't even remember what it was, sometime in the middle of the second half. But it was a good match, and then we got a goal back later. So
Looking to hit the front line. Largely untroubled. Excellent challenge. Great exchange. Great pass.
And the weighted pass.
come on, baby, there you go.
Pressing is high and relentless. And that's...
And Page, come on, baby, you gotta stop doing that, Page. You're missing too many shots. I'm gonna have to put you back on defend so you don't get to take those shots like that. If we tie, we will fall back to second. If we win, we will stay or fall to third. But if we win, we're back to second again. Stay in second. Good match. I kind of like this. I kind of like this the skin that I'm using now because I like the way it highlights things in different ways. But it just is so weird to watch and look at. Why did I hit the button? I'm sitting here waiting on it to keep going. I don't know what happened. The hell did I do that for? Okay. 12 to go, boys. Let's go. Come on, we can get a goal here. We're playing with them. That's the only thing about when you do have a team from an upper divisions. If you have Prime Gaming, it's free. FM24 with Prime Gaming is free right now. I'm so not happy. I want my money back. I bought it 18 months ago, but I want my money back. Damn it! Offer the game free now. What the hell? Guys, the first thing I did this morning, I was actually, instead of playing this morning on my offline, I decided since my phones are active, I didn't have a phone jack, and I didn't have one working. I decided that I would.
Nice little hit the right.
I would turn on Twitch and visit a few people's streams that way, so I could actually have a few open. And the little thing in the corner was there, and it said, very first one on the top, FM24, free with pet with. What much you can do about that?
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
The defense didn't collapse on him fast enough. That was all. It's all right, boys.
Oh, that's majestic.
Wasn't majestic. It was a nice shot.
Crosses in a low one. Oh,
Yep.
brilliant goal.
Yep. The defender just lunged at him. Oh, let me fake him out. If he'd have slid on the ground and took him out, it would have been better. Yeah, you played it back in the day when.
Played in deep.
Yeah, because.
Oh, that is special.
There you go. And then he gets a goal.
Fantastic belief. I mean,
Right
they
back
can
in
always
it.
come through. Remarkable.
Yeah, boys, there you go. Get that goal back.
Played in deep.
Nicely done.
Brilliant
There you go. Back in the day, yeah, I played the very first, and I have it on that. I have a computer down there that is a Windows XP computer. That's how old it is.
Largely untroubled.
It has Windows. It has it has Champ Manager 94, 95 on it, but I can't get it to work because I don't remember how to start it. It's not the full it's not the original version, but it was one that was available. I don't even know where I got it. And I think there was a thing you were supposed to have. He missed offside. He missed it anyway. Nice job, fellas. I started in 94, 95. I bought all the way up through 98. Then I didn't play again until 2001. I didn't play again until 2001, 2002. And then I didn't play again until 2008 because I played the very first version that they started using this view. And then I didn't have a computer again until passing again, boys. You're just not passing well. Work on that passing, we'll be okay.
Gets into some space. Picked him out.
Takes a look up. Clever pass.
We got Bo back. Bo was one of our other. Amy, what's up, Amy? Bo was one of our loanees last year, and I ended up getting him to sign him, and it was great, except for the fact that
Oh, good stop.
it was one of those deals that they wanted to loan him back, and I thought the deal would go through at the end of last season, and they would take him until the end of the season, but it didn't, and he was doing fine,
Crossbar comes to the rescue.
but they decided the coaching staff decided that he needed to come home.
Brilliant goal.
Defense just standing still again.
The whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Oh, off the bar.
It was a good attempt, but he's just gonna stand there. Yep, he just stood there flat-footed.
What a goal.
All he had to do was take a step to his right. Take a step to his right. The ball bounces off of him. There you go. Online Game Hunter I didn't see you come in.
It's intense, this.
I did not see you come in. I'm sorry about that. I will give you a shout out.
What a hit.
This
Restored.
defence
And
must
see-
get to grips with situations like that.
This is the difference between the team that was struggling and the team we're playing now. This team is still trying. They're actually putting in an effort. They're actually playing. Quaggy with the run, he's just going to run back and forth for a little bit.
Deliver a better ball.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Absolutely
And Bondo
glorious.
gets his first goal of
That's
the
the
season.
currency he deals in, and
That
he's
was
come good
beautiful.
yet
And who
again.
set it up? Quacky. That was a beautiful play right there. And this is the difference between the team that I had and the team that I've decided to bring up. This was supposed to be an experiment that was only going to last until the 31st of December.
Oh,
It's not an
how
experiment
good
anymore.
is he?
That was beautifully played. Good outlet pass, good cross, excellent finish. Way you go, fellas. You guys are killing it.
Crosses it in low.
Yeah, he's offsides. They're going to call him offsides anyway. But that's not the point.
With a real chance here.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Chance here. What can they make of it?
Nicely saved. Randall got a nice save right there. That was beautiful.
Bludgeoned forward. Look to reinforce. Has it out wide and in space.
Nice steal.
Pressing is high and relentless. To build
Like
on
gets
that.
it ahead to my boy. There you go, Almond. Marsh. Marsh.
Oh, it's hit it away.
So close.
Changing the point of attack. Closed him down quickly. And it's dealt with comfortably.
He's good at those shots right now. He'll do take his time, turn around towards the goal, and then take the kick. Last time he did it, he scored. Hey, I look at it this way. We got beat by these guys the last time. We're playing really, really good right now.
Heave to the back post. Battles to win
That
it
wasn't
back.
fun.
Bludgeoned forward. Forward it goes. Can take it up. Played in deep. Capable
Nice.
of taking it.
See, that's the difference that Bondo made when he came in, because that's how he got the assist, his first assist. Instead of trying to head the ball over top of the guy or through him, he's heading it to the ground to try to get that ricochet, and it almost
To
worked
make something
again.
happen. Crossbar comes to the rescue.
Oh, come on,
There it is
Harbin.
then.
Harbin, you gotta get that ball down, man. Come on, fellas, you're doing so good. We'll take a throw in there. We have 20 minutes to go in the match. Made all our substitutions. Yep.
Played early. No, again, there's no way through. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now.
Way to
Stood
keep
up
with the
well
ball.
against his man.
That wasn't good.
Try and make an impression here once more.
Nice hustle.
Tries running with the ball at his feet. Played in deep. Snatched away.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision making
Hey,
we can't.
you know what?
He learned from it.
It's a thing. We will take that. We will definitely take that.
Could try cutting inside here. Gets onto it. What a save! Terrific reaction.
Hey, he's a rookie. He's
On the lookout for movement in the box.
You're not allowed to eat.
Disappointing in the
I had to
end
go to
there.
the store before I almost fell asleep. I was
Crossbar comes to the rescue.
I was up at like 5:30 this morning again. This weather's got my sleep schedule so messed up. I'm up every hour overnight. I don't know who it is. They this is created, and the people that created it, I'm not even sure who it is that created it, but I love it. This is the free version. There's two versions of it. There's this one that's free that has like 1,500
Stubborn defending. Space out wide.
actions that could be used in the
Outs
call.
into Nicely measured pass.
But the one that's like $5, it's like I think it's four pound 30 or something like that. But it's like it ends up being like almost $6 American. I'm gonna get it once I get this computer set up and everything works out, because I couldn't use it on this one at this time. It does 4,500, and I've heard some weird things that I haven't heard online. I've heard them offline when I was doing something else and was using it.
Looking to go deep.
Get there.
Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right.
That was a great kick. There just wasn't nobody there, man. What the hell?
And he heaves it forward.
You got 7 minutes plus stoppage. Let's go. Nice job.
Good idea.
Ah, a little too hard. Little too hard.
And he heaves it forward. Chance.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh my word!
As soon as he got past everybody, I knew there was going to be a
Really
goal.
done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Hey, I'm just glad they have the commentary. How about the goalkeeper got an assist on that?
Oh my
Yep.
word!
As soon as I know when they're going to score on us, because they'll get in a gap like that, and there's nothing we can do to stop them. That's all right. It's going to be the same results as the last time. We
And
still
out
can
it
come back
comes
here,
again.
fellas. This ain't done yet.
Neatly flicked on. Where could this lead? Left himself in need of support.
Let's go, boys.
Beautifully executed. And he heaves it forward. Driving forward, a man on a mission.
Nice steal.
Stood up well against his man.
Right up, Morris got the ball over there. Come on, Morris, you can't do that. That's going to cost us the match, because I would take a tie. Here, there's a tie.
That's a real chance missed.
Hondo. Come on, baby. You're all right.
Played in deep. No, he couldn't find the finish.
5 minutes extra. Let's go. Come on, boys. You got
Decisive action by
time.
the goalkeeper.
Oh, here we go.
Snaffled out of danger. The whistle has
I,
gone.
I,
It's being called off.
I don't know how it was offsides. They called him offsides. That was bullshit.
Threads one through. Driving forward, a man on a mission. Mighty close.
Defense has played well except for the extra 2 goals they gave up. The one they were standing flat-footed, and that last one there. That was a beautifully played pass. There wasn't nothing we could do.
Takes the long option. Snatched away.
Yep, we lost to them 3-2 twice. Damn, that was close. And I can't complain on that one because they actually played. That's the difference between this team and the other team. This team will play out, even though they make mistakes, they get down, they continue to try. If that would have been the other team, we would have not even had any shots after the third goal. It would have been they just would have threw the ball around. And we at least had attempts to get the ball down there and score again. So this team has definitely improved a lot in the last 5 games. AARP can stop sending me stuff. I don't want the AARP. Oh, I'm getting this damn air conditioner cold. Sucks. So I'll be spending the afternoon once this, because it's supposed to be here anytime between 11:15 and 3:15. So once it gets here, I'll get it set up. I think I'm gonna put the game on that one. Move this computer, put that game there, and then I will use. That way I don't have to change anything. I just have to delete it off of this one. That was not a bad game at all. Like I said, they're at least trying. Hey, Bondo scored. That's what makes me happy. He came through for us. He's got a goal and 2 assists so far in his 2 games he's played for us. I thought about, and I like playing you Quack at the as a shadow striker, and I thought about moving you over. I did that once in a game earlier with this. I moved him over. This was before, when we were in the frustration period, trying to get through and figure out something we were going to do. I kind of moved you over. I had you like this. Oh, come on, put him where I want him. Thank you. And then made him a shadow striker, and then put you in that way. Actually, I can do that. I think I'm going to try that this next time and see if we can get you involved more in the offense that way. The sad part is we're in one of those range of times where we got another game in 2 days. So I'm probably going to end up having to put a whole new team on, because I guarantee that's what it's going to do too. It's going to be messed up. See, we got a game, 2 days later game, 2 days later game, and then we don't play again until we got 4 days, and then we don't play again all the way to the 2nd. So they've been doing this. The one stretch was back here. We played 4 games in 7 days, and I'm like, it's frustrating because you can't put your team on there the way you want them to play, because you got people tired all the time, and you got to rest people, because if you don't rest them, they get hurt. Uh-oh, I think it might rain again. That's the other reason why I'm watching for the UPS, or the UPS guy, because when it was earlier, before I started streaming today, it was like it was a cool breeze, but there was also mist on it, and I do not want my computer package getting wet. You go play for them for a couple weeks. You see how you do. I still have I've got a ton of players that are on the under 18 team, which is kind of weird because I didn't think I had that many players. But I got a ton of under 18 year olds that can be moved, and I sent Joke down because the one game he was on the starters, he was playing on the first team, but in the one game I had to substitute him early, and he gave them the winning goal with an own goal as the very first goal of the match, and he just hadn't been playing real well, so I sent him back down to get a little bit of time with the 18s. It'll probably come up again later, but yeah, it got to the point where I was frustrated to the point where I was ready to just look for a new job. Because I was just like, I don't know what to do. And then, yeah, especially since I've been waiting for this to get this computer for so long. So we're constantly looking, like I got the OBS computers here, there's a gap, like it sits, the other one sits below it. It sits about like, this is the one I'm watching the game on. The OBS computer screens, probably half the screen is blocked by the computer in front, and then between there's about a gap about this much between the closed blind and the window where I can see, so I'm looking straight across there. If I don't see what happens in the game, I don't care because I want my freaking computer. I ain't taking it. And what really sucks about it is I bought this computer off eBay from a company on Thursday that was 2 hours away. I could have got a ride 2 hours away and picked the damn thing up on Friday had I known they were there. I didn't know that till Saturday afternoon. I was looking at the after I got my I was in my email because I was deleting the one for the water thing because it came and I'm like, got it all set up, and they're starting to finally use it a little bit. And I looked at it and I didn't really pay attention to where the company was. It's just the eBay thing. I don't pay that much attention. So I bought it, and then I realized it was in Hilliard, and I live 2 hours from Columbus, and Hilliard happens to be one of Columbus's suburbs. I was like, son of a bitch, I could have drove out. I could have walked out there and back and had it. Well, I couldn't have did that in the weather, but yeah, I could have walked that far. And hey, look, there's my other team I used to be. This was the team I had offline. The Bishop Rose White Rose. I wonder why they don't have their. Oh, I never did one for them, did I? I don't think I did. That is not the same stadium. I want to see which one they're in. They're in the York League Premier Division, so they're in the. I think they're in the same one they've been in. Yeah, they're the league above. They've moved up in one league, but that was the team I used. That was the team I was doing when I first started doing this. Yo, Onyx, what's up, buddy? How you doing today? Hope you're having a beautiful day today. I'm having a great day. Almost. It ain't here yet, but it's almost here. Shouty for you. Name written down for you. So yeah, once it gets here, I'm just like, if it doesn't work, I'm not sending it back the traditional way. I'm gonna get it right out there and get it fixed. I used to have, well, back when the computers first started being used in homes in the 90s. Most of y'all probably ain't old enough to remember that. There was a you could go like a lot of places, and they still have them some, but not like they used to. When you bought a computer, you got like a 90-day warranty at best. And I loved computers, I still do. And I started my own business in computer repair and maintenance. And I was building them, and I would go to just outside of Pittsburgh, which is like 45 minutes away. I would go there, and I would go to these computer shows. And cool, I appreciate you coming in, man. Always appreciate everybody being here. But I would go to computer shows if I wanted parts, and most of them they would have like an outer ring and an inner ring, and it was basically you'd go, all these different companies would be all selling the same thing, and I just started at one side and just walk around, and then go on the inside and get the same. I'd tell them, well, I got this price, I got that price. Oh, the funeral today. That sucks. The hell are they taking somebody this way? That'll be wrong. That won't be a good phone call. Yeah, potential spam. Always spam. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, so, you know, I would get cheaper deals whenever I could. So, you know, and then like there were all these different companies within an hour, hour and a half of me that I could go get brand new parts, and I had them all on speed out because there was a magazine out called Computer Shopper. Back in those days, every ad in it was a computer company, and 90% of those computer companies ads were for companies that were within a 2-hour drive of me. I used to love that. We beat these guys 2 in a row. We had lost the very first time we played them, and then we decided to kick their teeth down their throats. Huh. 8-5 on aggregate. That's good. We're gonna keep winning. Hopefully. They're 7th. We're 3rd. I will finish. If I finish in the playoffs again this year, I'll be okay, I guess. I would rather win. Just me. Come on, man, bring me my damn thing. Saving the game, saving the game. We're rolling. We got our preview of our youth intake. Wasn't good this time, not like the last couple ones were. Should be interesting. Damn. Oh, I'm gonna do that too. Oh, that's gonna be fun. I'll do that this afternoon. Yes, they're always so much fun to have Twitch ads, but hey, gotta make money somehow. Yeah, if you come to my streams, you know, Bona, 33 months in a row. You are awesome, Bona. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate you to death. And even if you ain't here, you're getting a shout out anyway. How do you do that? My good friend Yvonne. She's actually the one that made my Elf Sutton caricature thingamabob. She subscribed again. You're the man. Appreciate you, Yvonne. Love you, dear. That means my prime's gonna come up again. She designed this for me. She's a great graphic artist. Works too hard at it, but she's a great graphic artist. But yeah, so I'm going to. I just Mr. Quacky the other day did. If y'all ain't seen it, there's a picture in a chit chat a couple days ago that he made my Grandelf picture, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to do that one. I don't have like I had to cut out a lot of stuff because I had to put it on one computer. I'm going to be able to put all it back. I'm going to have the sounds back. I'm going to have my start screens and all that stuff is going to come back because I won't have to worry about it'll be separate computer. I think I'm going to go ahead and make my own screens up, but I'm going to use Shire since we're Shire Academics. We're going to use like Grand Elf, and I use this one now, just because this one was made by Neko using ChatGPT. I'm gonna alter that. I'm gonna use that and alter that a little bit. We're gonna make that into a. I'm gonna add in the graphics and everything. Could have swore I just turned the truck door. No door out, no truck out there. It's I'm like a prairie dog. But yeah, I'm gonna have some fun with it. I'm gonna actually do some stuff this afternoon. I'll probably do a little bit of testing just to make sure how the speed is when it comes back. I don't know if I'll use Shire Academics, but I will definitely use something. Want to test to make sure it works right, make everything works the way it's supposed to, sounds and everything. So we'll have that. So you might actually see. I'm not using that one because that ain't gonna work. So if you see me come on again later, it won't be for a very long time. It'll just be to do some testing, because tonight normally I've said it before. I do, and there's a link to it down below. I do a podcast on Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights for the AEW Fan Hub Discord and subreddit. Bunch of us are I've been doing these podcasts on it for probably a little over 2 years, and they're available anywhere you go. You get normal podcasts if you're interested in AEW wrestling or wrestling in general. It's a bunch of people that have fun. It's kind of like what you'd expect if you had a podcast. And I know they do a podcast here, but if you had a bunch of us from LSW sitting around. What's up, Zod? Z-Fod. Did you come in and I didn't see you? You did. Sorry about that, man. I'm glad you said that, Chrissy, because I did not see him come in. I am sorry. X-Field. Yeah. I'm going to learn how to say your name one of these days. But if you're a fan of wrestling, if you're a fan of AEW, we do a podcast on Tuesdays that's basically called Ignition. You can look it up. You can look it up in anywhere you get your podcast. It's available. It's just a bunch of people to get together and talk. On Tuesday nights, we do what's called Ignition. We basically talk about AEW news, WWE news, anything that's going on in the internet wrestling community. We will talk about it. And then on Wednesday nights, we do a recap of Wednesday Night Dynamite. We don't always put them up. Like we did one this last week, we didn't put up because honestly, it was a disappointing week for Dynamite, because it was supposed to be a celebration of the 300th episode of Dynamite, and it wasn't that great a show. It could have been a lot better, and it really didn't do that. And we don't hold back. We don't get paid for them. We don't do it. This is fans. Exactly like he says. It's for AEW Fan Hub. It's a bunch of fans. Love the game. Watch this thing. Talk about it. Kelson's a little bit older than me. He's the guy who runs it. We're both over 55. He's a little bit older than me. We've been wrestling since the 70s. So, but tonight, normally we would do our normal Ignition tonight, and then we would do, like on pay-per-view weeks, we won't do a review of Wednesday Night Dynamite. We'll do a prediction show for the upcoming pay-per-view. Well, Saturday is All In. It's AEW's WrestleMania. It is in Texas this year, and it is starting at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we're doing our pregame or our prediction show tonight. If you are interested, you can come and join us at the podcast. All you got to do is go down into my about section. There's a link for it. Join the Discord. We start at 8:45 on Tuesdays, and right after the show on Wednesdays, you can come in. Really? How did you do that, man? I love wrestling. Well, let's just put it this way. I love AEW. Can't stand WWE. I stopped watching WWE 2012. I started watching when they broke the Shield up, and it was not good before then, and it wasn't getting any better. And when they broke the Shield up and they put the title on Bonehead, they were done. And WWE has become terrible. It's no longer a wrestling show. If you watch a 3-hour show of wrestling for WWE, you're going to get a possible hour of actual matches. If you watch a 3-hour show on Wednesday nights for AEW, you're going to get 2.5 hours of wrestling, because that's what they do. It's so much. If you were alive and watched WCW back in the day, it's kind of a combination of what WCW should have been or could have been or was when it first got started. AEW has by far, arguably, the greatest wrestling roster, men's and women's, around. Okada's there, the Hurt Syndicate's there, MJF is there, Will Ospreay's there, Kyle Fletcher's there, Kenny Omega, the Bucks. I mean, there is, you've got John Moxley there, you've got Claudio Castagnoli, you've got, there's just so many wrestlers in AEW, and every pay-per-view is a banger. They have not done a pay-per-view since they started 5 years ago that has not been. They're all long. They usually go from like 8 until like midnight, and sometimes over. But they are amazing matches, and it's going to be a great big show on Saturday. So we're going to do that tonight. So I won't be doing any other streaming tonight. And like tomorrow night, I'll do this, and then once I get this computer set up, I'm gonna do some playing around with it over the afternoon. And tomorrow when we come in, we'll hopefully be on a 2 system, and we won't have the slowness of this game won't be slowed down by it next time. So there's that. Hopefully everything will be going great. Yeah, so I've almost got partly done what I wanted to do. The only thing I got left to do now is I need a better camera, because this camera has caused me more issues today at the beginning of the day than anything else. So it's got to be replaced, but I can do that next pay. Next month, I'm hoping to actually be able to get the ESO Game Pass, so I can start doing the new stuff and get caught up, because in September, most likely, they will be putting out if you don't know who, you haven't been around, you haven't been around when I do ESO streams. That was when I originally started streaming, was Elder Scrolls Online, and because of my shoulder injury and the nerve damage that my body has done to my arm, it made it hard, and I took about 1.5 years off, because I just couldn't do it anymore. But they've changed the way they do Elder Scrolls Online. It used to be a chapter based. Once a year you would get stuff in the spring, you get a new chapter in the summer, you get another couple new dungeons and some other stuff in the fall, and then in the wintertime they would finish the chapter. They're not doing that anymore. They're now got a seasonal pass, and it's, to say they're not doing that anymore is kind of a misnomer, because it's still the same format. But the nice thing is now they're not forced to wait to, like, for example, the new one is, if you played ESO before, the main people you went up against besides Moloch Ball in the beginning was the Worm Cult, Manny Marco and the Worm Cult. And you destroy Manny Marco, you destroy the Worm Cult, and you pretty much destroy Moloch Ball in the main storyline, or so you think. Moloch Ball is a Daedric prince, so he can't be destroyed. He can just be knocked down a few notches for a while, and then he'll come back like everyone else does. But the Worm Cult didn't go away, and the new thing this year is the return of the worm cult, and they take there's a new island called Solstice, and they are taking over half of that, and they're trying to rebuild the worm cult, and they've blocked it off with this gigantic wall of energy wall that you can't get through. And one of the things they're going to do in the fall, in the third quarter, is they're going to do a massive event that is not like, you can do trials like in World of Warcraft. You have trials that you can have a group of people do. ESO's got them. I'm sure Final Fantasy's probably, or one of the Final Fantasy games probably have them. I'm sure other MMOs have them. This isn't going to be like that. This isn't going to be a 12-person trial. This is going to be every person that has the game and owns this game, this update on PlayStation, on Xbox, and on PC will be going and doing an attack on the wall on your respective platform. Every PlayStation 4 owner, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 owner, every Xbox owner will have an Xbox event. Everybody on PC will have a PC event, and it's going to be massive, and it is going to be so much fun. They just did subclassing, which has made the game a big deal, a huge deal. I always struggled to do, like, they have individual arenas that you can do, and in the one area that I'm just finishing up in the Reach, there's one there that you have to do to finish the Reach, and I can't do it because I don't have the characters to beat the end boss before, and I didn't have the characters to get past. There's one that's a bull that it's such a pain in the ass. You got to jump between places, and they've got these things that like flood insta kill all over except for one, and you have to try to stop it. It's a pain in the ass. But the difference with the subclassing, it is so much different now, and it's so much better. They're going to come out with, which I still don't understand why they're doing this, but in the next update, which will be update 46, I believe, it'll come out probably in September. They're going to add, I still don't understand this, and if any of y'all play World of Warcraft, I don't know if this is something that's in it or not, but apparently people are upset that you can't swim on when mounted. Now, I don't know. I just don't get why that's a problem, because if you're running and you have to swim across a lake or a river or something, your mount disappears automatically. You don't have to dismount, and then once you get on shore, you just hold the button in and it puts you right back on the mount. I don't know why they've made a big deal about this, but that's one of the things that's coming in the next update. I don't know. I'm totally sitting there going, this makes no sense to me. But yeah, there's going to be some really cool crap coming, and it's going to be awesome. And I've been playing offline to try to get some of my other characters to the point where we're all at the same spot, which we won't be. I'm really trying to push to get legs there, because of all the players that I use, he is my best fighter. Although I can't say that, because now they're pretty much on the same. I mean, he's using Arcanist subclassing on one of them, and it's really cool because when you do subclassing, you have to keep, like, you when you pick a class. If you're a Dragon Knight, you have 3 Dragon Knight classes that are for that Dragon Knight that you can use to upgrade. Well, in subclassing, you only have to keep one of them. So you could actually do a Dragon Knight Arcanist Necromancer, or a Dragon Knight Warden Sorcerer, and you can. And there are, like, I think I saw somewhere there are 3 million combinations that you can use. And some of the things that I've seen, some of the people who do, like, the gaming updates and do the different builds and stuff, some of this stuff is outrageous. They're also talking about, I don't know when it's coming, but they're going to add in a way to make if you ever played it and you were upset with the way it became too easy the farther up you got, that's about to change, because they're about to add some kind of levels that you can play. They kind of have a mechanic in it for group dungeons and in stuff like that, where you can, before you face a boss, you can put it on expert mode, and it makes it a hell of a lot harder. So nobody's for sure what they're going to do with that, but we'll see what happens. It's going to be amazing. So eventually there will be streaming this and that to get stuff done. Just don't know when it'll happen. And it'll probably be still through the PlayStation, because I just don't feel like messing with it and getting it set up on OBS. I mean, I could do it. It's already there. I just don't want to, really. Yeah, I know. I'm being lazy about it, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I don't know what else to tell you. No, come back. That wasn't him. It wasn't him. Where's my? I don't even have what I gotta go with the. I got you. We got it. Come on, man. Bring me my PC. So yeah, that's the stuff that's coming up. But yeah, if you are a wrestling fan, oh dude, you have no idea. The weather is oh, let's see what it looks like right now. Right now it is 75 degrees out. When I started streaming this morning, it was only 69. There was a cool breeze, and it was misty. Now the sun has returned. There's a chance of thunderstorms every day for the foreseeable future. I think they said it was supposed to get to 82 today. The humidity's completely gone. It did rain last night for, I don't know. I went to the store. When I come home, I fell asleep. When I woke up, it was done. But it was nice. Oh, you're going to make me look it up, ain't you? 75 was, I don't do the calculations in my head. What the fucking criminy was that? That would be 23.8 degrees Celsius. So, yeah, it's nice out. You know what the sad part is? When I was in high school, I could have did that in my head. Yeah, well, thinking that yesterday it was 90 degrees, it was 20 degrees warmer. So, I think that's like 30 plus, something like that. So yeah, it was bad. And I went to the store. I think I went to the store like half an hour after I was done streaming, which was like 3:30 in the afternoon, and it was hot, but it was clouding up like it was gonna rain, and it rained, and I don't know how hard it rained, because like I said, I came home, and just going out in that energy just kills me. It will, like today, I walked to the store before I streamed because we're under a boil order. The long story short, there's a man-made lake about 8 miles out of town that way. It's one of those. It's like the 10th largest lake in Ohio, and a few years ago, the town decided we were going to use it to. Yeah, no, we had yesterday's humidity when I went to the store was at 99%. The humidity's been killer, but so they built this. They built these lakes over some towns that flooded all the time. So the U.S. U.S. Army Corps of Engineers decided to flood it, and now our town decided we were going to draw water from there for our city, use it kind of as our reservoir. And because of the weather, there's been some disturbance in the lake, and the treatment's not working the way it was supposed to. There was sludge that got into the bottom of the tanks, and they they sent divers in to clean the tanks, got those all cleaned up, but the treatment's not working the way it's supposed to. So they put us under an indefinite boil order. And I didn't know that. I knew we had one last week for like cloudiness. Yeah, so it's been, matter of fact, I need to do with you what I do with everybody else. Bye. See you, Alan. He's not playing for me anymore. He's gonna leave. He'll be gone by the end of the day, hopefully. So yeah, it's turning things like I noticed earlier today. There's a buildup in the. I just cleaned the toilets like Saturday, and there's a. I didn't notice it until this morning, but there's actually looks like it looks like pond scum starting to form on the where the water comes in out of the front of the toilet. I was like, more. And then I saw that thing and I'm like, no, this ain't gonna happen. But it was nice enough this morning. I walked to the store. It wasn't. I didn't sweat. I was nice. I was like, yes. But unfortunately, hell's coming back in a couple days. It's going to be 82 today, 82 tomorrow. I think Thursday's supposed to be like 84, and then it goes through the roof on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But we have a chance of rain every day, but that don't mean anything because we've been supposed to have cloudy days. Every day when I look up my forecast in the morning, it says cloudy. It's not been cloudy, period. But there's supposed to be storms coming through today. They came through yesterday. We're supposed to get more today. And then there's a slight chance of rain for like the next 2 weeks. Unfortunately, in Ohio, I can tell you if it's going to rain or not by the percent that is calling for. If it's normal weather here, if there's a 30% chance of precipitation, we will get hit with it. Woohoo! Thank you for the cheers. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. You're awesome. Yeah, so almost guaranteed winter, spring, summer, fall. If it says 30%, an even 30, can't be 31, 35, 29. It has to be 30. Guaranteed to get weather. Anything else, it's most likely not gonna. Even when it says it's going to be 100% chance of rain or precipitation, not necessarily. It is. Our weather is so messed up, and the sad part is, what scares me is, this is July. We don't usually have weather like this until the middle of August. I think last year we had one day that we got to 90 in one day. This year we've had probably 10 in June and July alone. So, and for me, with my health, this is like, you know, I don't like I was up last night I went to bed about midnight, woke up at 1:45, woke up at 1:45, woke up at 1:45, woke up at 5:30. And by that time, it's just being up, being down, being up, being down, being up, being down. I'm just like, I'm done. So I've been up since 5:30. Got in the chat room, was talking in the chat a little bit. And then I remembered that this is the last day of the Seals of Zenithar on ESO, so I went and did that this morning, and then that's when I saw the ad for the thing, and just as I'm about ready to stream, I was starting to get real tired, and this weather will totally kick I don't even got to do anything. And like I told you, my dad's complaining about he's got breathing problems because of the COVID vaccine. They swear up and down he had COVID, and I know he didn't because I was around him all the time and he didn't have it. And so he's been suffering severe respiratory problems, and the humidity destroys him. And he's got a whole house air conditioner. My mom with multiple sclerosis had to have it. She couldn't take the heat. Now she wants it to be 9,000 degrees in the room every day. But yeah, so the weather will beat me up, and there it is. What a shot! Maurice Ahmed, 18th goal of the year, and his first time he scored in a couple games too. So, woohoo! Way to go, baby! The house I live in, my brother owns it. It's not really got like the best insulation.
Played in deep.
Before he bought it, they did it in the old days, and they had the blown-in insulation
What a goal!
instead of the rolled-in insulation. And if you ever knew anything about blown-in insulation, it will eventually settle, and it's all settled down into the bottom of the walls. So a lot of the upper walls and around the windows and stuff, they're sealed, but they don't have perfect sealing. So what happens is the humidity in this house is crazy. It will get so humid in this house that I can't do anything about it. I don't have a dehumidifier, and it wouldn't work any better than the single room air conditioner I have trying to keep this room warm, or cold. So, you have to deal with it, and it's rough for me because the summertime heat and the extreme cold in the winter. I used to love winter. I used to want to live in Alaska. I don't even want to visit Alaska now.
Largely untroubled.
I thought Paige was going to get that.
Square from here, is it out wide and in space?
Good hustle to get back here and stop him from moving in. That's going to be trouble.
Oh, how good is he?
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again.
Dude, you got to play better defense than that. That was terrible defense. I think it's this man right here. Oh, Bo, you got
But
burnt,
he's
baby.
escaped his man.
Yep.
Oh, brilliant goal!
Too many men over there, and Bo overran he ran past him, and that's not going to help. Ever. So, I haven't done it yet today. I'm going to do it now. This is the spiel. If you've never been here before, I do charity streams every month. Every stream I do is for the same charity through the
Early
month.
ball.
This month we're doing the Conan Childhood Cancer Foundation. They do a lot to
Towards the far post.
do research for helping cure childhood cancer. This one's near and dear to my heart because the reason I started streaming. If you're in LSW, you've seen it. Posted about it the other day. I had a cousin that was 13 that died from osteocarcinoma. Kind of inspired me to start streaming, and here we are. I have a merch store. On the merch store is a T-shirt with this on it. It's got their little symbol. It's got my thing on the front, on the back. Any of those T-shirts that are sold, all the profits from that will be donated to the charity at the end on the 3rd of each month. There is also the one for the Multiple Sclerosis Society. It will go to that too. I'm going to put up another one that's I got to find the right one. But I used to have one, I've worn it on stream before. I bought one from my old merch store that was for the American Heart Association. And another goal. We were losing this one. Nope. Take it back. Offsides. Thank you. And we usually do, if there's a monthly charity that is a well-known charity, we will do that charity. If it's not, we'll do either American Heart Association, diabetes, because I'm a diabetic, thyroid research because I'm also have Graves' disease, and we'll do multiple sclerosis. We'll do like in September or November we do women breast cancer. So if there's one of those, we'll do them. Like I said, I accept donations for the charity. I accept donations to help. Red card his ass.
He's going to have his name taken.
Oh yeah, sure. You heard my prayer. You're gonna give me a yellow card. Thanks. I am still trying to improve my equipment. My PlayStation 4 needs replaced. I need a camera. I need a desk. I need a gaming computer. So I do accept donations to help towards that. You can hit the apostrophe or the exclamation point donations. It'll take you to the donation link. Feel free to do that if you'd like. I do not require it. I do not require you to do anything other than to come in and hang out and talk. I make my money mostly from my ads. That's just the easiest way for me to do it because being that I'm on disability, I know what it's like. I don't,
Knocks it away.
Excuse me, 69 bits. I appreciate the hell out of that because that stuff is so awesome to get when it happens. And it's one of those things where, I know what it's like to go through that. Last month, Quack, he went ahead and he wanted to have a player in the game. So there's a way to do that. If you want to get involved in the game, you can do that in a couple different ways. You can. There's the channel points, which basically right now we're running our third tactic. I have 3 tactics. If you put 1,500 channel points and spend that right now, I will change to the first tactic. Do it again, it'll go to the second tactic. That's immediate. As soon as it's in the middle of a game, I don't change it. That's what we're going to do. It's a fun way to change some things. We did it once, a game not long ago. I can't remember who it was that did it. Might have been you, Puzzy. I can't remember who it was. Somebody did it, and they did it off the game when we were offline, not in a game. So we started the match. As soon as it was started, we switched it over. It didn't hurt us, but it was a fun thing to do because it was totally unexpected. Guys, you've got to play better defense than this. The other way you can get involved is what Quacky did. This is it's a fun way you can add a player. The goalkeeper that is in gold is actually my son. I went ahead as an example in the game to show you how you could do it. I did one of the. There's 4 tiers you can buy into with bits. The first one is 250 bits, and basically what it is you get in we'll pick a player, put them in a random team, random position in a random country. We will increase your there'll be your name. It will give you up to a 50-point push to your potential. For any attribute on your characters below a 10, we will add 2 attribute points. Helps you improve a little bit better. You get to be better. We'll keep an eye on you. If you come in and you want to see how your player's doing, we'll look at him immediately the next chance we can. That's for 250. 500, same deal. Random team, random country, random position. We will then do that. Your potential can be added up to 100. 3 points to each of your ability scores. Now, what Mr. Quacky did was he wanted to be a potentially one of the top players, not a wonder kid, but a very good player. And for 750 bits, first one's 250, second one's 500. 750 bits, you can be put on as a player. My computer's coming. Be right back. Hold that thought for 1 second. Yeehaw! Oh my God, it's here! That's all the bigger it is. Oh, and the camera broke again. God dang you, camera.